Good morning guys, welcome to Humber Koi. I've taken a road trip today to Wakefield Koi with my dad to get him some plastic media as he's nearly ready to set his drum up, and the K1 goes through the slots of his new drum. The slots in his new drum are 9mm wide, so all his K1 will go through it. George did have a big bag of Helix 13, so I've come to buy that, and over the past few weeks my dad's been messed about with some food online, so he's come to buy some sake akari as well, so I've got him a bag of Balance. And I've just been looking at treating myself. So first proper purchase of the new pond, decided to buy myself a heat pump. It was at the right price, and we didn't even come here today for me. We come to get my dad some food and some media. And it looks like I've got a heat pump for my pond. Now the question is, do we stick it on the swimming pool for time being and get that a bit warmer and get the growing season extended while we're working? So there's the media my dad's bought. I'll shove that in the van. He's got his sake. And now my dad is bowling up some Niki shower. Let's have a quick peek of what he's looking at. George and my dad here. So my dad and George are currently bowling up Niki shower. My dad wants to take 2 of these and is currently selecting through, doing a grading process and seeing which 2 he wants to keep out of there. Which one would you pick if you had a choice? Let us know in the comments. So it looks like just a quick random text to my dad at 8 o'clock saying, do you fancy going up to Wakefield Koi? It looks like it's more than food, media. Looks like he's getting a few fish and a few other bits. Make it that. I'll let him make his decisions and show you what he's going with. These are the 2 Niki shower my dad's picked. I really like this one, really nice. And to be fair, the other ones are really nice, even left to right pattern on it. So he'll be picking these up in a couple of weeks, but a couple of nice showers there. So guys, I've got a nice little offer on this Bacteria House media. It's a really high quality stuff made in Holland, produced by Superfish. So at the moment, with a Humber Koi discount, it's 30 quid a box or 4 for 100. So if anyone wants it, get in touch with George at Wakefield Koi. Looks absolutely solid. It's really good stuff. Get in touch with George, tell him I sent you, get a deal on that. Looks decent gear. So we're back home and I need to make space for it to sit about here. I've been told that it draws air in the back and pushes it out the front, so as a temporary arrangement I don't want it blowing air towards next doors, so I'm going to just chop this waste pipe and get that slightly out the way. Get that right up against there. So I've got a few spare tees. I'll get this out of the way and then we'll sit it here. Put a bit of carpet down so the grass don't grow through it. And we'll have to start working on some pipe work. Now, one thing I will say is that Niki and Leo have no clue that this was being bought. It's going to be a big shock to them when they come in. To see an air source heat pump. But it was a good price, so I couldn't say no. Let's So where we're at, guys, is straight out the pump in a T, and we're going to go into a valve, and then we're going to come out the thermotech up at the top here into another valve, so it can be fully bypassed, and then we'll have a valve in the middle there, so we can control the flow through it. Now George reckons it'll be fully closed on a pond of this size, but we need to fit it just in case anyway. Good practice. So the bottom section's in, out the pump, valve, into the air source. We need to come out the air source, into the UV with a valve in the middle. Just trying to work out the height of that now to make sure it's okay. So what we're doing here, guys, is we're fitting the top T in the system and the bypass valve in the middle, making sure that both inlet and outlet can be isolated. So one thing my dad has noticed is that on these Screwfix 90s, it's got a Flowplast logo on it, and obviously it won't create as good a seal as the other side. So the side that's going in the rubber boot, we're choosing to get the smooth side and leave the Flowplast one to where it's going to be solvent welded. There. So what me and my dad are doing here is we're doing the outlet from the heat pump back to the pond, and that will go into the T just above the bypass valve. We're trying to keep the inlet and the outlet as uniform as we can. So we're in, guys, 2 in. We did lose a bit of water because we knocked an O-ring out of this valve here, and it was underneath the carpet when we was gluing it. Neither of us noticed when we put it back in, so when we turned it on, it fired water out of there. For some reason, when I clicked record, it said paused, so we didn't get a comedy moment there, but it's on now, and it's running through the bypass, so the pond's running again. And now we can work out how to wire this in, and I've got a Wi-Fi controller that goes into this as well, which we want to know how to fit. So we're going to get that bit done now while it's all on bypass, and then we can test the other side for leaks after that. Right, guys, for anyone that's got a Thermotech, we've got the Wi-Fi module with it as well, and we've been trying to work out where it goes, and I've had to resort to YouTube and looking for a how-to video. But you split this control module wire here, which was tucked along the inside of the electric box. Put a little Y piece in. Right, so the Wi-Fi module's in and the cables are in. The Wi-Fi module wire was hooked down the side of here into the cable clip, and then they both come out the bottom of the glands there. So I'm going to put this back on now, get a plug wired to it. The Wi-Fi clip is external, so it just sit outside of the on a little module. I'll stick it on that side because it's the closest to my house. So what we've done now is we've closed the the bypass, and opened both the valves with it completely switched off to make sure that we didn't have any leaks. Doesn't help that it's raining, but we can see that it's not dripping from any of the valves, so we are golden. The Wi-Fi module's in, it's not connected up to a phone yet. I will work out how easy it is to do this for anybody that's never done one. But that was really easy to set up, to be fair. All you had to do is press a little button on the module, 2 lights came on. After that, input your Wi-Fi password, turn your Bluetooth on in your phone, and it does everything else for you. So, proper simple to set up. I've just heard Niki and Leo come in. Obviously, neither of them know about this. So let's bite the bullet and tell them what we've been spending some pennies on today. Nick?
What?
Here, come and have a look at this.
What?
I've put some new carpet down here. Take a look at...
What is that?
Do you mean, have a look? Come and have a look.
What have you been buying with my hard-earned money?
Hard-earned money. Look what that is, look.
Oh my God. How much is this costing me?
This is costing you nothing. What it's costing you is joy of fish keeping and keeping them warm. Are you happy about that?
I'm absolutely ecstatic. It's just brilliant.
Well, that's going to keep these guys warm.
Well, looks like Humber Koi has got himself a heat pump. So that means that I must be getting a holiday. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Brilliant. Great stuff. Don't forget, guys, like, share and subscribe. It's free and it helps these guys' channel out. Bye.
See you guys, bye.